tonight, and I'm making something a little bit elegant, but a little simple. And I'm gonna give credit to this recipe to my daughter, Jackie. I fly into New York late at night, and she says to me, Mom, I'm gonna make you the most wonderful dinner tomorrow. I'm super excited. So the next day we go shopping, and she buys these beautiful lamb chops. She makes these rustic root vegetables, a fabulous salad, and she makes these lamb chops for me. I'm gonna change it up just a little bit. I'm gonna use just a red wine, but Jackie makes it with a port wine. Anyway, so let me tell you what I have tonight. I have my I have my lamb chops. They're small, they're nice and red. The color is great. I've already washed them already. And like I said, it's a simple recipe, quick and easy. I have a little bit of grapeseed oil for this particular recipe. I'm gonna be honest with you, the only reason why I have grapeseed oil is because it's quarantine time and I'm quarantine cooking and I'm out of olive oil, but I would prefer to use olive oil. Grapeseed oil is equally as wonderful. It gets really, really hot, so I'm still gonna have a wonderful, wonderful lamb chop. I have some pepper, a little bit of salt, and some dried rosemary. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just drizzle this oil all over my lamb chops. I'm going to salt my lamb chops. And a little pepper to them. And then next I'm gonna turn them over and do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna add my rosemary. Now you can do this earlier in the day. I'm not doing it earlier in the day. You can let these marinate. Flipping them over. I'm going to salt this side as well. A little pepper. And if you want to add some granulated garlic or something to that effect, you can. This particular recipe, I prefer just a salt and pepper method. You know, my grandmother made salt and pepper fried chicken when I was growing up, and I still have not mastered that recipe. And it's the best fried chicken I've ever had. So, next what I'm going to do is add just a little bit of oil, not a lot because my lamb chop is already oily. I'm going to add just a little bit of oil to my skillet. I've been preheating my skillet. You want your skillet to heat about 1 or 2 minutes. You want to make sure it's hot before you drop your lamb chops in it. And I'm just doing a little bit of heavier oil on this one because I want to make sure my lamb chops don't stick. And I also want to use a little bit of that lamb chop, that oil for my port wine sauce. So I'm heating my pan. And while that's going on, I'm going to get my lamb chops and bring them over to the counter here. And these lamb chops are only going to cook like 2 to 3 minutes on each side, because a lamb chop needs to be really rare. If you overcook lamb, it gets tough and it takes away the delicacy of it. You want to really have that lamb chop rare. I know a lot of people are scared of it, but it's the best way to have it. So, let me do a tester. You hear that? There we go. And if your skillet is not hot enough, you won't have that nice golden lamb chop that you need, that braise on it. Got my favorite skillet, nice and big. I'm gonna be able to fit all these in here. This is a 15-inch skillet. Cook about 1 or 2 minutes. While that's happening, I am going to have a drink of my own wine. You know me. Don't take a picture of it. I'm going to use this one. On a platter and let it sit and rest for a minute. Right now I'm getting ready to turn my lamb chop. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm acting like that one little sip of wine I sipped got me drunk, huh? See how that's coming out? That's nice and golden. That's exactly how we want it to look. Cook it. About 1 to 2 minutes on this side. And then we're done. We're going to put them in a platter and let them rest for a minute while we make the white wine sauce reduction. So now I've taken my lamb chops out of my favorite skillet. And so now my lamb chops are resting. And you want them to rest for about 15 or 20 minutes. So when you cut inside of them, all the blood and all the juices don't run out. So I'm letting them rest. And now I'm going to make my red wine sauce. I'm going to add a cup of water. I'm going to add a little bit of bouillon, a little chicken stock. And I'm deglazing the pan, getting all those juices from the lamb chops there. My rosemary's in there. And now I'm going to add my red wine. And that's just a half a cup of red wine. And I just used the red wine I was drinking. It depends on, you know, you can use your cheap wine or your rich wine, whichever one you want to use. And I'm drinking some really good wine right now. And I also am going to add just a little bit of sugar to this. And it's a little bit of white sugar. And now I'm going to let that reduce on medium heat for about 15 to 20 minutes. And it may not even take that long because this pan is kind of shallow, so it may not even take that long. And then we're going to plate our lamb chops, and I'll see you in a minute. And once again, I'm going to ask you guys to remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Chef Renee Johnson, and to follow me on my Instagram, Blackberry Soul Renee, and also Blackberry Soul Catering. Either one will work, but make sure you follow me. See you guys in a little while. Bye.